So I've been told that I should not hold on to these things that people have said to me, but we all hold on to things that people say to us. I mean, it's like, sure, it's been kind of like harmful in my head, but it's also been kind of like an inspiration for me. And it's also helped me see people in a different light. So, it's really interesting all the different comments I've been getting on that video because I had not intended for anybody to say anything. And now people keep saying things like, please don't let what people say bother you so much. But you can't just tell somebody to not let what somebody else says, like, not get to them. We're all at different places in our lives. We've all had different circumstances, different experiences, and we're all going to do things differently. And so, you can't just be like, hey, stop doing that the way that you've been doing things for your whole life. But it is something I am working on. It is something that I'm trying to work through. I've noticed lately, as these past things keep coming up, or these things that have kind of like haunted me for a while, I'm like looking at them and I'm seeing and trying to figure them out. And I told a friend tonight that I feel like I'm like a plant in a pot that's too small and I need to expand and I need to grow because I've been kind of holding myself down from expansion. And so I think me thinking about these things are because these are things that really were deep, meaningful things to me, and these people I looked up to, and they're like, those are my best friends, and those are the people that I like look to for advice, and and so them saying things that were really hurtful about things that were really important to me, it just really hurt. And so it's, appreciate people saying things that are meaningful and caring, but we all have our own process about things. I'm not going to come into your life and be like, you should stop doing that. I just, I grew up not having to say anything. I feel like, that's how my childhood was. And I tell my son all the time, like, you're lucky you get to pick your food because, we couldn't pick our food growing up and we had to eat everything on our plate or we'd get in trouble. So I definitely was the one sitting there and making everybody else sit there. Not making them, they chose to do that, but sitting there for like, a long time because they wouldn't eat my cooked carrots or potatoes au gratin or peas, which I still hate to this day. But I've always been forced to do things that I didn't want to do and then punished for not following rules. And I'm not exactly a rule follower in all forms of rules. I mean, I feel like some things are just not meant for us, and I'm just that kind of person that I want to stretch the limits and I want to see where I fit in, and I know that I'm different and I know that I have a different perspective, and I don't want to fit into some mold. I want to be me. See, like, look at my paintings. Like, it would have been fine with those three on top, and then I was painting that one that's on the bottom, and it looks like there's a mermaid swimming, and so I just had to hang it up amongst my other ones that I feel like are kind of underwater paintings. But I do things differently. It took me 12 years to get my associate's degree. I tried all the different things at the college, and I've raised my kids differently, and so I have to go through a process of figuring things out and figuring things out on my terms. Sorry, my hair's lots of long walks and I haven't washed it. So anyways, but I just wanted to say, like, I appreciate the advice and the input, but I don't, like, it's just not going to really affect me too much because I'm still going to do what I'm going to do. You know, I can't just like change myself. I am going through a process of change, as I always am, as all of us always are. And these things are just helping me see what I need to change. My car is warming up, so I need to get going. But when somebody just like says, don't do this, you know, I'm not the kind of person that's gonna be like, oh, okay, let me just listen to you, because that's just gonna solve all my problems. Sure, sometimes maybe, but not all the time. And I'm gonna find my way. I always do. I always figure it out. And even if I have to go through the back roads or create my own trails, then that's what I'm gonna do. But I've been processing over these things because they were really hurtful, and I've been trying to figure out why they were hurtful. And usually things like that are deep, you know, deeply ingrained in us. Those are the things that we're most passionate about. So those are the things that bring up the most feelings. And so now I'm trying to like figure out, okay, well, why did those things hurt me so much? And it's because, one, those things are really important to me and have always been very important to me. And two, these people were very important to me, and they still are, but I've kind of backed away from these friendships because I felt like that kind of showed me that, you know, maybe it's time to reevaluate, because we each grow and change, and our values change and evolve, and the people that we're friends with change and evolve, but sometimes we don't always change and evolve the same ways, and we're not always going towards the same destinations, which we shouldn't. You know, if that's not what we're here for, we shouldn't try to be like anyone else. You know, we should always just try to be ourselves. And that's what I always try to do. And, but, all right, I need to go. So thanks for watching, and thanks for commenting, and thanks for being kind and caring and considerate. And again, anybody who puts anything negative or rude, it's just gonna go away, and you're just gonna go away, and you just don't have to see any of my videos again, and I don't have to see any more of your comments. So let's just be nice to each other, and or I guess you guys just please be nice to me. And I appreciate the efforts of people trying to help me and being so concerned, but I'm just trying to figure things out. I'm just trying to go through a process and trying to express things in a way that I like to express things. And lately I've been feeling really bitter, and I think it's because it's time for me to grow and let go and see where it is that I'm supposed to be going to, because I feel like there are some changes that are in need of happening, and feels like that's what I've been feeling, these growing pains, and it's time to just trust in the process. The universe has a plan, God has a plan, it's all just unfolding slowly but surely. Like the sand in an hourglass. Just joking. All right, well, I've got some new videos to post from the beach tonight, and from a couple nights ago, and from a photo shoot tonight, and then some painting videos, and so that should be fun. I should have them up sometime this weekend, and I hope you enjoy them and appreciate some creativity and something that's other than me venting or talking about myself.